Hello, How are you all doing?
Hi.
And you...
What?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. So...
Yay.
Good to see you.
Welcome,
holy freaking airball.
And welcome back. And welcome in for anyone new. And hi.
Hi for all who are here and acquainted with us. How are you?
And those listening and watching also as well.
I agree. You know, some people listen.
And some walk.
We have, okay.
We have Liz.
Comment below if you're a listener or a war.
We have Liz and we have Wa. And welcome. And
great to see y'all.
Great to see y'all. We're back. And I know y'all did not miss us.
You did not miss us.
But
we missed y'all. I know you didn't miss us, and that's completely fine. It's completely understandable. We get it. We understand. We know.
Can I ask you something? Did you 100%. Miss me?
I did.
Happy to get a couple days away from me, huh?
A couple crazy days and nights away from this one.
Got some space that you wanted, didn't
I mean,
you
you haven't even mentioned. Okay.
I was about to say, look, is he not glowing?
I just got my facial today, and, you know, we walk in, we greet each other. Channing did not mention one
Let's talk about the build-up. Let's talk about the build-up to
one
that.
word.
Let's talk about the build-up to that.
About how stunning.
Let's talk about the build-up to
my
that.
face looks. It's a little bit red. It's hot in here, and I'm wearing my thermal.
I just said, let's look at your glowing skin. But let's talk about the build-up on that, okay?
You want to bring up the build-up?
The build-up on that.
Let me know.
So Tristan doesn't get it when we are filming these podcasts, and yes, I'm deciding to do this, but I don't just I'm not a young man, okay? I don't just pop in the shower, pop out, whoop, let's start filming, okay?
If I were a boy. Okay.
I have to wash my hair. I then have to dry my hair. I then have chosen to find something that I want to wear for this. Then I have to put on makeup. I know you don't probably like the way that I look, but it does take me a few minutes to get ready for this. I mean, I went to the beach today, so I was sweating. My hair was greasy. And yeah, I could come in as is, and sometimes I might freaking do that. But today I decided to take a shower and get ready. So from 4:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. every 5 minutes, every 4 to 5 minutes. Hello, are you coming? Where are you? Hello. By the way,
we said 3:30 to 4.
I said I'm getting back to my house at 4. I will then need to shower and I need to eat a little something, and then I will come over. By the way, we film at your house, so you just pop out of the bed and then we get to come. Okay. I have to get in my shower. I have to.
I have a Tiguan too.
I have to
make
shower. Sure I have gas. I have to get.
I had no gas earlier either. I had to get gas last night.
I don't leave until 5:15. So is there traffic? 100%. I get my very fat ass over here. Is there any parking anywhere within a 2-mile radius of your mansion?
With the security, probably not.
So then when I finally am able to walk myself in the front door, Clifton is sitting here in his robe. You are rushing the hell out of me. And Clifton is just sitting pretty in his robe.
Thank you for calling me pretty, by the way. You look great.
I know you do.
I was doing business admin stuff. I was going through the prank calls. I was doing, cause she's like, I'm on the way. Can you look through some prank calls again? I was like, yeah, 100%.
Again, I always look through them.
I know, but she was like, can you do? And I was like 100%. So I was just going through prank calls, clearing those SD cards, just doing maintenance, tech shit and tech savvy stuff like that. And, you know, then I had to get in glam. And then imagine my surprise. I had my newly glowing facial. I got my glow back, which a lot of y'all may know of. Glow back. That was a contender for word of the week this week. But, you know, it's just glow back. Okay. I tried, and I just want to...
Yeah, I think you look great, but when you were giving me such hostility, it's hard to open up with a blossoming compliment. But do you look good? Yeah, I know you hate the way that I look, but hey, at least you got to sit back and relax in your robe for a few minutes. Anyway.
Still look pretty. I know that you've been so much. This guy right here is going to rule the world, and that is what...
Anyway.
Well, I think you look great for what it's worth.
Great. I know you don't give a damn about my opinion.
You have got your summer clothes on again today.
Last week was a neutral. This is brighter colors. So
Channing told me we need to do summer colors today. My wardrobe is primarily like fall. A lot of my other shirts are more so like those short sleeve button down shirts. I don't think that would look really pretty on the podcast.
Yes, it would.
It's more so a good standing up outfit. A lot of people don't realize.
Comment in the chat if you like that button shirt emoji if y'all want to see him in a short sleeve button down shirt for next week. Because hey, that's something that you like. That's a staple in your wardrobe. I want you to own that shit and wear it here in the studio.
Flaunt it. If you got it, flaunt it.
Out. Let's go.
I totally
So anyway,
agree.
With that being said, let's call a truce. Your skin looks great.
And you look very nice.
I know you don't care for the way that I look. in general.
Yeah, don't, but you look nice.
And welcome to episode 11.
Welcome. And with that being said, it's really good to see y'all. How is everybody in the house?
This is the reality of it, y'all. That's the behind.
I mean, that's the big picture, and a lot of people don't realize that. But we are fighting like cats and dogs. As a cat and mouse game.
Not always.
Not always, but we bicker. We do bicker.
And I think y'all know that. But hey, at the end of the day, we love, like, brother and sister.
I totally agree. From the South.
Yep.
Other than that, I mean, you're getting pretty ready for next week, aren't you?
Yeah, I am getting there. I released a Google form that on the Facebook group. How many times did we say Facebook group last episode? So
it's okay. And still we said it 400 times and people are still putting in the Facebook group. They're not responding to the questions.
Yeah, so, I'm declining at this point if you don't
unfortunately, like, we're declining if you don't do the answers to the questions because, like, we're trying to keep it tight pack in there. Yep. Again, if you don't, know what to say now, maybe go back, watch some episodes.
Or just make something up.
Yeah.
But,
you'll be alright.
You'll be fine. Just don't leave it blank and say no answer. So I put a Google form in the Facebook group that said, submit any topics for episode 12 that you want us to talk about. We have the main frame. Our gorgeous friend Alex, who makes our clips, is going to be coming in for episode 12 to help make sure our brains stay on track because we will be drinking for episode 12. Some people said they wanted a drunk episode.
I think maybe we'll do
tipsy.
Yeah, maybe like the timers in terms of like typically takes us like an hour 20 to film these. So maybe we do timers like every 15 minutes and then
every segment maybe we like chug.
Yeah.
We'll figure that. Alex will help us figure that out. So we can't wait to have Alex here. She is just a godsend.
She is a god twink, and we really love her.
We have a list, but I'm open to adding a couple more topics to the list. I won't bring up any of the topics, but we know what's going on. We know what y'all want to hear. We also know where our boundaries lie. So there are some things we won't mention, but we will mention
some things we'll save for a future in a Patreon episode, I'm sure.
But we'll mention a hard majority. I'll say that. Especially if I'm on the liquor.
I think when we release it, I'm just going to have to turn. I think, and also set your clocks maybe for next week.
Notifications too.
Bell notifications for YouTube. And like, I think podcast already does that for you if you're following. But we're thinking about doing a live premiere so you guys can do a live chat next week. And then all kind of get together. Because a lot of y'all have camaraderie in the group, the Facebook group, and then also there's a group me, which my group me has been deactivated. So I'm trying to jump in there.
We haven't got
it's been since college.
I know, I literally haven't used it since
college. So I wanted to shout out, we're trying to get in there, but it's very, very hard, and we're very dumb.
Stupid, so it's difficult for us, but yes, next time you see us, it will be episode 12. So we're doing some planning for that. With that being said, Tristan, how's your week been?
Week's been good. I did concert with our confidant last night. We did, Brittany had put on her close friends, anybody want to go to Mumford & Sons with me? And I said, I'm a young man who likes to just kind of go with the flow, put myself out there and say, do I know every single Mumford & Sons and Co. song? Yes. Do I want to go to the concert? Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
So I decided to go and support Britbug at the concert. I mean,
and support the boys.
I mean, my God, could you imagine?
They wouldn't have been able to perform without you.
It was a stunning concert. Hollywood Bowl is like one of the most gorgeous. I'm having flashbacks, which we've never really talked about this on the of us at the 1975.
What about it?
I was just having war flashbacks because, I think the last I did Tate McRae, and then before that we had done 1975.
That was, I think, the only time I've ever been in the Hollywood Bowl, which it was gorgeous. I liked the 1975, but I'm, like Brooke and Megan were like, and I'm like, that's not quite where I was at, but I'm there for the experience.
Now I'm loving them.
Now I know their songs a lot more. That was like 2 years ago.
I wish we would have had, that knowledge.
Me too.
Going into it, but we were just doing, very much Matty Healy adjacent in terms of like wine and such like that. So
yeah, I think it was on a Monday, that concert, and we had gone out all weekend, and then I was like very drained, and then you ordered like 3 bottles of wine. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I drank a lot of it too, but it was just like woo for a Monday, and then we were like screaming at people.
The night ended up with us at
I didn't go to that part.
You didn't? We weren't there at that part?
You don't remember that?
No, I mean,
no. It was a Monday night. I had to go home.
So what I'll say right now is that part of the night ended up with us, a couple of our confidants, going up to the door at the Nice Guy and pretending like we knew someone to get into the after party of the 1975.
The Nice Guy is like a bar.
Yeah, like bar bistro. Actually, it's very not. It's like everything's like $7,000, and it's very pretty in there. I mean, gorgeous. But they were having an after party for the 1975 concert, and then we were able to actually secure access into that venue. Thank God for the heavens above.
Amen.
And then I had chosen after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, many accoutrements and such, head on over to Matty Healy's table and just do one-on-one conversations with him.
Do you remember any of the topics that were discussed?
I said, I was like, I'm not, like, I'm going to be straight up with you, man. Like, I'm not the biggest.
You said that?
Yes.
I don't think I knew that.
I was like, I really love y'all's music. Do I know every single song? Was I screaming all the lyrics at the concert? Absolutely not. But I think I love y'all.
Like the beat?
I like the beat. It's definitely good. I like the beat. And I mean, he could not have been sweeter. We had a great conversation.
Did you get like a bottle of champagne or something?
I'd ordered a bottle of champagne, and then another young woman at the table, because I just helped myself to seat at the friends and family table.
What the fuck wouldn't you?
I totally agree. I was so tired of standing and I needed to sit. So I had done that, and then I'd ordered a bottle of champagne, and this young woman had thought that I was stealing Maddie's bottle of champagne.
A random lady or one of his friends?
I think it was a confidant. And so she was there, and she was like getting mad at me. And then when they asked, the guy gave me my card back, she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I felt horrible." So I was like, great. I mean, it was really a very fun night, and it kind of changed the trajectory of my love for the 1975 since.
And on that note, did you have as much fun at Mumford and Sons? Obviously, you didn't go to an after party, but
yeah, no after party. Me and Britt just kind of, we had a great time. We were dancing, laughing. It was good. I mainly went to go catch up with her because we never really get like much time with her when she's here, so we like to really, get those moments. And
how
just more so
was the car service?
The car service was really very, very pretty. We had a great
car service for them.
Really great. Thank you so much.
Yes, I hope y'all enjoyed.
Channing found out in real time that I was going probably around the same time that I was going to the concert that I did. And the car service was great. You did great.
Good. Okay,
Driver was so sweet.
I'm glad. Glad we could get that handled and
Thanks,
you had a good
champ.
time. No problem.
Hey.
It's what I do. Not an issue.
It's what I do. It's who I am.
Okay. I love it.
And I know you'd been spending some time in Malibu, actually.
I went to Malibu today with Sodi, our friend, and I hadn't really done a beach day much this year.
I haven't either.
Because, it's just now that time of year and, the sun and everything. So we had a good day. We went on a very long walk, got our 10K steps in, saw lots of the sights and scenes all around Malibu, walked down, I guess that's the PCA? Walked down the Malibu Pier. I made her we were both decided to do it, but it was like a Peloton power walk for 20 minutes to kind of get us on pace, because we were like, otherwise this is going to take us like 2 hours.
That's smart.
And it had us hustling, I will say that much. And then we got Subway for lunch, which was... And then
why was the sandwich so small? Did you get a kid-sized sandwich?
It was 6 inch. I don't know.
It looked
was
conformed.
Toasted, so I guess it was
toasted.
more smaller than we're comfortable
It was more
with.
compact than I was
definitely
used to seeing.
Compact. And then right when it was about time to go, the sun came out.
Okay.
It was like very overcast, but you know what they say, sometimes you can still get that cloud burn, and you can get a little bit of that UV
burn
through the clouds.
You got wind burn, cloud burn, sunburn. There's so many different burns we all need to watch out for. And I think
definitely agree. Way to be proactive. Tristan, with your new glowing skin, you've got to look out for things like that.
She got real mad at me because I told her I wasn't wearing sunscreen. I said, like, do you want the truth or do you want me to lie to you? And she asked if I was wearing sunscreen. I told her the truth.
What'd she say?
I was off the truth. So mad at me. Tried to get me to buy like a $400 sunscreen, and I was like, I can't.
I'm shocked you did.
I have purchased like a $70 SPF 55 sunscreen. Never, but they pressure you at those types of places, and so I feel like horrible.
You're fine.
But like, shout out to Heyday Cosmetics. I mean, Heyday Skincare. Not sponsored.
I was gonna ask.
God, no.
You get it for free?
No, I wish. I'm a membership holder there. So.
Oh, you look great, sweetheart.
I mean, you know why I think we're getting hot? Because this is the second time we filmed during the daytime.
I know, we're filming during the day again.
And it is so warm and radiating.
Heat.
A lot of us don't have like central AC. They just have units. And mine is in the living room, which is just off.
We need a studio unit, a silenced studio unit.
Yeah, so if anybody can do that, that'd be
install that for us real
very
quick.
Smiled upon.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Anything else?
I had my first Erewhon smoothie today, which this could get into like just our next thing of like pisses me off.
Yes. What kind did you get first?
I got the Hailey Bieber smoothie.
The
so
pink one?
yes,
Okay.
I was on the way home from my facial. I walked. Was trying to get my steps in. You guys inspired me.
Good.
So it's literally only like a little less than a mile, and I was like, okay, let me just like walk. So
Good
walked
for
over there,
you.
and then I was walking back. I was on the phone with Alexa, one of our dearest
Hi, Alexa.
confidants. Love her to death.
Missing you.
Missing her horribly. And we were talking about Erewhon yesterday, and then she just inspired me to go back in. And then I just gotten a breakfast burrito from Erewhon, which was 1988 US. Just like, hello, like why
sense.
possibly? Very good, but not worth 1988 US. And she was like, you should get an Erewhon smoothie. And I was like, Alexa, that's $20. I'm not gonna do that. She Venmoed me on the spot.
What?
She was like, I really want you to try it.
Yeah, I can't believe you've never had it.
I know. And I tried it. It was really good, but like it would have been the same thing in like if I went to a Jamba
That's
Juice
what
or
I
like
said. It's like a Planet smoothie. It's sugary. Like it's not even good for you.
No.
It's just like all about that hype.
yeah. I mean, it was very pretty. It was.
Did you drink the whole thing, Tristan? Did
No, I had half.
you save the rest for me?
It's on my bedside table. I don't think you would want it right now, but
Me neither.
like you can try it.
All good. Okay.
Want more? All done. More? All done.
That's actually going to be kind of part of my word of the week.
Oh shit.
So let's not spoil that.
Okay.
But so you didn't love the Erewhon smoothie. Is it something that pissed you off?
I wouldn't say it pissed me off. I am pissed off that like
You're
of
underwhelmed.
the overhype that people do it. Like they
Right.
act like it is the best possible thing they've ever tasted in their life.
Right.
And I think just in general, people overhyping things on the internet
That's what the internet
pisses
does,
me
yeah.
off.
Those trends. I mean,
does
y'all don't.
pisses me off.
Does pisses me off. Y'all don't fall for them. Seriously, try it yourself. And
Yeah.
Don't fall into those traps and those.
Don't
trends
spend
and-
$20 going to Erewhon.
I think if you're here visiting and it's a one-time thing and you're like super excited about it, it's good. It's not
Do
like
it.
it tastes bad. Try it and then check it off your list and don't do it again.
Good, not great.
Good and good for you.
I totally agree.
Okay, so it didn't piss you off, but it underwhelmed you. But we do have some listeners that are feeling pissed off because a couple weeks ago, your word of the week was
Pisses me off.
Pisses me off. So
We meant to do it last week, I guess.
yeah, we did mean to do it last week, but again, we typically are not good at planning in advance. But today we did. So I posted a little question box about what pisses y'all off, just because we want to know, what are you passionate about? What's like infuriating you? What's bothering you? So we're gonna go through some of these submissions today.
I'd like to do that. Before we get into what pisses me off, I wanted to shout out my dog Lily is in a huge competition, believe it or not, for the Montgomery Humane Society.
Our
Hometown.
hometown. Alabama.
And my new-ish dog to the family, our old dog Gracie had passed on. She was like about 16 years
Sweetheart.
old. Definitely a sweetheart. Love her to literal death.
I do too.
But now we have Lily, even more of a sweetheart, very cuddly, etc. She is in a big competition.
Okay.
She is she's horribly placed right now. I
Is
think she's in like 52nd place.
Did they have to enter pictures or what all?
It's like one picture, and then she'll be featured in like a magazine or like the calendar for the Humane Society. And I think that
love.
all the donations go to, so basically like $1 is like 10 votes or something. I don't really know.
Y'all whip out your pocketbooks for.
If like,
Lily.
if you want to and
it
you
goes
want to
to a
support a
good
good
cause,
cause,
yeah.
feel free. Definitely not required, but
Smiled upon.
we want to definitely smiled upon. We would love for Lily to win this year, just because she deserves
I
it.
totally agree. Did she get like crowned or award or anything? I guess it all just goes back to the community of.
It'll go back to the community, and I think there's something really beautiful about that.
I do
and
too.
she'll be
Giving
she'll get a nice photo shoot
Yeah.
calendar spread.
Oh, I
so
love that.
she's one of our official mascots, along with Gus
and Chauncey
and Chauncey. We have many mascots here.
and Quick Quack the duck. Anyway.
Oh, and then I guess we fucked up on the prank submission email. So it's actually ntycpranks@gmail.com. I know,
Sorry, we're
like,
stupid once again.
yeah, I was stupid. I didn't realize that.
I said the wrong thing, and then so you typed what I said, so it's my fault. So I'm sorry. But even with that being said, we got over 80 submissions so
so it's
far.
definitely
So y'all figured it out. Good job.
very, very good.
So we'll get into that.
I think
at
they
the
were
end.
over like 200 when I looked earlier.
Oh, I haven't looked.
Yeah, it's blasted out and through. Like on that new email that we have a couple
Okay.
hundred on the actual email. But
Y'all, good job. And from what I'm seeing, it is like not direct listeners, so that's incredible.
much
That's
better.
what we asked for. So
very, very good.
I'm excited / scared to see how they go today.
I think we have some really great ones
I
lined
think
up.
so too. Okay, so getting
Cool.
into what pissed y'all off, I do want to mention one thing that pissed me off this week.
Should I be scared?
No, it's funny and it's like in a good way. But a couple weeks ago when we were out at a birthday party at a brewery, okay, I had completely moved forward with swiping the sunglasses off Matt King's face.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
I
You
do.
know what I'm going to say now. And he was like, Channing, give those back all day. And I was like, I'm not giving them back. I'm not giving them back. No, I'm going to wear them. I liked them. They were cute on me. They're cute on me. But he was like, seriously, I love those glasses. Do not lose them.
You did too.
I like them on me as well. So what about that, Matt? So anyway, I wore them for the remainder of the day into the night.
That's all right.
And then the next morning at about 8 a.m., I get a text. Do you have my sunglasses from Matt King? My heart dropped to my cooter because I was like, I know that I don't. Because I got home late and we'd been at about 800 different locations since the brewery.
Celebrating our friends,
etc. So I was like, no, I don't have them. Like I looked literally everywhere. Heart was palpitating. I'm calling Patricia, like, send me a link to those glasses now. Like, please, God.
Just go ahead and add some scruffs to make them look.
Because I was seeing Matt again that night. And so I was like, I'm just going to have to tell him. So I just called him and I was like, I don't have them. I'm so sorry. And actually he took it really well. Y'all know me and Matt feud sometimes, but he took it really well because we were both a little tipsy during the day. So he was like, we were both drinking. Like, it's fine. We'll figure it out.
Like the spirit.
Thank God.
Yeah, great spirit.
But in the meantime, I did feel really bad. So I ordered some new ones that came in last week. I went and brought them over to him last week. They weren't the exact right pair, but they were good. He received it well once again. So that was like, it was like $200 to $300 for those glasses. Do you think I have that kind of money to be throwing around? No, but I felt horrible. So I was like, okay, I'm doing this. Look in my kitchen drawer 2 days ago.
It's no way.
Flash forward.
I want you to imagine me.
I'm like getting the fork out, like, whipping something up.
Eyes are just like glazed over. You're tired, probably getting ready.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
Woke up for the day, for the morning.
Had your morning coffee? Had anyone talk to you before your morning coffee?
Don't talk to me before my morning Mountain Dew.
I totally agree.
Anyway, in the drawer, I do have like 15 pairs of sunglasses in there. There they freaking were. How many times did I look in that drawer? A lot. But I was just like, you are absolutely kidding me. It pissed me off at myself that I couldn't find them. And then I wasted $200-something.
That's okay.
It's okay. I'm going to see if I can return the ones that I bought. But anyway, it was just like, how stupid can I be? I mean, honestly, seriously.
You are from Alabama. You are from Alabama.
Anyway, so I'm going to give Matt his originals. And if anybody wants to buy some brownish orange Persol sunglasses that I got online.
It's a nice burnt orange color.
Orange. They look real cute on me. They look real cute on Matt. They'll look real cute on you. DM me if you want to buy them.
And this is a limited time, like one of one,
right.
Very special week, and like maybe even sign it too.
I will sign the inside of it. I will post some pictures in them. Please, I need to get reimbursed for those. So that pissed me off. But anyway, let's get into what pissed y'all off. And that was a happy ending to that story, by the way. Anyway, because you know what, it all works out. It is a fairy tale ending. Okay, so
it's a freaking fairy tale ending.
I totally agree. So I will look in the chat box. Why don't you look in the DMs? That makes sense.
Yeah, let's start with chat box.
Okay, so we got a lot. I'm saying y'all are pissed, which I totally agree and I totally understand.
You want to start at bottom of chat box? I'll start at top of chat box.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm
Very
scrolling
cool.
down. We got a lot that we're talking about, like drivers that drive slow, people that don't use their blinkers, and people that have, I got one that said people that use blue headlights.
I hate that.
I don't even think that's legal. How are you doing that?
I don't know, and I have no advice for you other than to put
on your sunglasses.
Do you road rage? Luckily, actually, Tiguan's have a feature. Have you used that?
No, what?
Oh my God. So on your if you have a Tiguan, so a way that you can solve this is go to your local Volkswagen dealership and pick up a Tiguan.
Y'all have a Tiguan, yep.
There's a little thing, and I think probably most cars have this, but there's a little button on the top and you push it up and it moves the bright lights away from your rearview mirror. It's amazing.
I did not know that.
You learn something new every day. I told you it's an educational podcast.
Educational podcast. Exactly. That pisses me off. And then also when people have like their brights on when it's not necessary. And
me
it's
too.
Night, like I can't see anything. Like, why are your brights on? Mine are not on. So that's rude. So that, like, slow drivers and also slow walkers, which I agree, especially like at the airport or something, like, let's keep it freaking moving.
Let's move it, baby.
Unless it's us and we're wanting to walk at a leisurely pace, then that's totally fine.
No, those bitches who, the moving sidewalks. Did you just and when when they stand stationary on those.
Yeah, like even though you're on that, you still need to keep walking at least like give me something.
I huff and puff when I see that.
Yeah, like we're at the airport, let's absolutely keep it moving.
This is something Channing and I fight on a good bit, which I think is a funny submission because I know you get hot. Turn the AC on. I do not need to be sweating while I'm completely stationary. Channing grew up in a home.
Oh, hell.
Where every single time, like we would go to her house, 80 degrees, 75 to 80 degrees in the house. In my family's house, it's at least like 68 to 70 max. Like that's too warm. Channing lived and has grown up knowing sauna life. And so she is just, I don't know if it's because she was used to the tanning bed, if she just was
What?
used to
Okay. Okay.
every
I'm
single
getting
time.
attacked.
And then so this is actually kept with her, stayed with her, which is funny. I guess we are our parents, but it has, I still prefer the very, very cold, and she prefers the very, very warm.
Because to me, I guess it's not very, very warm. It's just like, this is fine. This is tolerable. Just put on like a tank top or something and you'll be fine.
I don't wear I don't wear tank tops.
A lady like you needs to put on a tank top.
A lady like me needs a Traitor bra and a tank top.
And you'll be just fine. I don't know what it was, but yeah, upstairs at our house growing up, it was always like 78 to 80. So we would crack the windows. I would like sleep in like trainer bra, and then I would just kind of get used to it. Now I live alone, and you know what? If you crank the AC like you like, then my bill goes from, now I sound like your daddy.
No, then my freaking bill goes from 0 to 100. Oh shit! Now I sound like your daddy.
So yeah, it's just because I don't want to pay $1 million. Plus in LA it gets cool at night, so just.
Meanwhile, we're sweating in my apartment. What do? Go turn on the AC.
I do turn it on when you're over there, and when it's really hot in like July and August.
Or in the car, she doesn't do. She does, and I try to put the AC up to like in the Tiguan. I know we've talked.
No,
about
I'm fine.
I tried to do like 4 to 5, and she only lets me go up to the second notch. And then even if I get to go to like 3, it's only for about a minute because it wastes gas. And then so she's like, let's just roll down the windows. There's dead air. It's so dry here.
Okay, the minute you start paying my car bill, okay?
And who pays for the bitch?
The minute you start paying my bills, okay, then you can blast it as high as you want. But
it's
yeah,
insane.
I'm frugal about it, I guess. But I mean, I run hot maybe, and I'm fine with it.
So y'all please watch all the ads on this because we need Channing to be able to utilize her air conditioning.
When y'all are all over at my house, I have it on.
Sometimes.
Except in January when you asked me to do that and it's 50 degrees outside. That's not necessary.
Hey, it never rains in Southern California. You know what I mean?
When it rains, it
ultimately completely freaking pours. So, I mean, I totally agree. Use your AC. I mean, my God.
Debatable. This is a good one, and a couple people had some similar ones. One person said when the Adagiana's Vancouver wait time is too long, and someone else said when Adagiana's is out of their specials. I'm so sorry.
We have completely different. There's only so much that we can do from the corporate, like.
Yeah. Because we have, the general managers of each store. They know the guidelines. They know the rules that we have in place. The specials especially need to be. The
specials are completely, yes, we approve the specials, but if you're coming to us, and I know a lot of you have your own corporate branches, we will have our live seminar here shortly of like things that you need to look out for. Rules and regulations,
and things like that.
Thought we already put those into.
Yeah, it sounds like a couple of the places aren't following along.
So that's really not our fault. I think we have set y'all up for success in your specific locations. And I also did see there was a lot of debate on how to spell Arrivederci. I guess we just didn't pronounce it correctly. I really loved Cynthia Arrivederci. Yeah, that was really pretty. Or they were
saying when I prank called, she said, "This is Arriva who? Arrivederci."
Yes, that's really pretty.
I love that. But yeah, it's Arrivederci. It's like A-R-R. I'm sure I'll spell this wrong on air. A-R-R.
E-I? Arrive.
Arrivederci. I think it's like an Italian goodbye. Arrivederci, like that. That makes sense?
And bonjour, too, also.
And ciao as well.
This is more of an advice-based one. I don't really care for my roommate, and none of my friends do. We both move out in August, so it's fine. And she's nice, we just don't really like her. Damn, y'all. Oh, hell. Wow. Y'all are in a predicament. Not sure how to do things without her because she just doesn't really have friends and sometimes just shows up after I'm doing things with other people, but like 20 minutes after I got there. So it's obvious she didn't come with me and just waited for my location.
That's awkward for sure. And kind of sad. I mean, hopefully maybe she has other friends that could include her in plans.
Right.
Obviously at this point, maybe she's getting the hint. Maybe if there are like bigger group things that you could invite her to that aren't like your personal, like super exciting, like weekend plans or something that you could make her feel included on, that would be good. But I mean, you don't owe, just because she's your roommate, you don't owe her like every plan that you make. She doesn't necessarily have to be included.
Right.
But obviously I would feel bad if she was sitting home alone and you were out with all of your friends. So let's maybe hope that she has some other friends and also try to include her for bigger, more public events.
Bigger picture items.
Bigger picture silver screen items, if applicable.
Yep. Good job, Channing.
Thanks. This one says, this is what pisses this person off. People who say you were so drunk last night and mean it. God forbid I have a good time. I totally agree with that.
I can't stand when people are like, you were so drunk, you were so sloppy. Can you like, do you even remember last night?
We would never say that to anybody.
It's rude.
It's disrespectful. It's judgmental.
And it's just like, well, let a young lady have fun.
Yeah. We would never say that to anybody.
It's hypocritical.
Because they were probably drinking too.
I know.
We would never say that.
I would not say that about, especially, no.
Especially like any of our good friends.
No.
We would never say that.
Who said that, by the way? That's rude.
That's really rude. We would
You
never
need to
say
call
that. You were
them out.
so drunk. Like, yeah. That's rude. Tell them that's rude to say because we would never say that. So.
No, and that's just like straight up disrespectful, and it's just disgusting. And I just think, don't have them in your life anymore. I think it's just it's weird.
Cut them out.
Cut them out. Cut it off.
Realistically, it obviously does. We're obviously, when we say that to Kat, we're kidding. Obviously,
right?
If someone's dead ass saying that to you, that's really rude. I personally hate that as well.
And Kat would never say that about us, genuinely.
Yeah, even when we are. So I think our friends know, like, don't even say that because it's gonna get me like unwinding.
We
and
gonna get riled up.
Get me having an anxiety attack.
Don't get me started.
Do not get me started. It pisses me off.
Just there's so many other things that you could say rather than like, oh, you were so drunk last night, or like,
rude.
What do you remember from last night? Like, just don't say that in general.
Maybe just be like, I don't want to hear it. That's what I say.
I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it.
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
I mean, if you like did something damaging to someone else that you need to know about,
we'll
that
talk
you
about
need
it.
to like workshop the next day, sure. But if they're just saying that to be rude, I don't think that's necessary. And just be like, okay, so were you, and walk out of the room.
And you were too.
As were you.
This one goes out to one of our listeners, Dylan.
Hi, Dylan.
Hi, Dylan. Something that pisses me off that y'all have yet to speak on the TV program Farmer Wants a Wife. I really do think you two would love it. She's calling us fat rednecks. I like the way your head is at.
You would be correct. Guess what? I watched it. I love that show. Tristan can't watch a lick of TV.
I can't do TV.
But I watched it. I did not watch all the way through the finale because it wasn't like grasping me, and I was seeing all these spoilers on TikTok, so it was kind of like, okay, I'm good. I don't need to watch it. I loved it. The two that I liked was Farmer John, and then the one that
you cared a pretty good bit for Farmer John.
Farmer John, and then I liked Farmer. I cannot remember his name, but he lived in California somewhere. And now those two are best friends. What was his name? I don't know. You wouldn't know. But you're not helpful.
Are they really cute?
Yeah, they're really cute. I did not like Colton. And then one lived in Alabama, in Florence, Alabama.
No.
I watched this like a couple months ago, so I can't really remember all of their names. But it is so funny. I like the whole concept of it. Like they bring these like city girls in. Some are city girls, some are like from more of the country to like their literal farms. One Farmer John had a really nice like fancy farm.
Do they like date or do they?
Yeah, it's like bachelor style.
Oh, okay.
So like
there's multiple people at a time,
and then four farmers.
Explain.
Okay, so there was 4 farmers, and I don't know how the farmers get scoped. I guess just like on social media, or maybe they apply. But then each of the farmers gets to pick like 5 girls-ish, like 5 or 6, to come back to their farms that were all over the country. Okay. And then eventually they like meet the family. There's like little like line dancing dates and stuff like that. It's very, very kind of Southern themed. So some of the girls are also from the South, and they're like, of course I like this lifestyle. Like I do stuff like this. And then others like from the city, and they're like, oh, hell no. Like I do not want to be doing this.
Hell no.
Because they have the girls out there like shoveling stuff and like picking crops and
I wouldn't do
stuff
crops
like that.
I'd love to go and
stay at the guy's house.
Yeah, I'd go support my man and watch him do that.
Yeah, I don't think the women need to participate. Is that bad to say?
No, I don't think.
Unless you want to, then of course you should have the option.
If you are so inclined to do that, then 100%.
Yeah.
I don't think that's bad to say.
Well, even like if you're married and you do like finance, I don't want to be sitting at the computer with you learning to do finance, or like whatever. I think you should be your own.
And they are farmers. That's what they love to do.
To do that. Your family does that. The woman doesn't. The wife doesn't need to be like.
So that's where you draw the line. But that'd be a great opportunity for you and go and lay out and tan and shit.
Yeah, I'll watch you from the pool, baby.
Maybe, yeah.
With a mixed mocktail in hand, but I'm not gonna be like pulling weeds and stuff right now.
And you'll welcome him with open arms and
Yeah.
Say hey, like I had a long day at work. You had a long day at work.
I'll order you dinner for when you're done.
We're gonna. I'm not cooking. I will order you supper.
Order you something. It was just funny because they would have some of the girls like trying to pick up like chickens and like stuff like that. So it's like obviously very entertaining. I liked it, and I liked 2 of the farmers. Farmer Colton, I did not like. He was really annoying, and he was like trying to just make out with like every single one of the girls, and it was also like, no, baby, just no.
I can't believe I did see. Speaking of like other TV stuff, Traitors.
Yes, the Traitors cast is out.
Travis Kelce's mom's gonna be on there. Speaking of which, Travis Kelce, I didn't get to say this, hottest person in the entire world. His haircut
looking
looks
a lot better.
Really,
Taylor's
really powerful.
put a little some type of glow up on him. He looks really good.
Yeah, he's gotten his glow back. I mean, I've always thought he's very, very hot. He is very much risen in
I like
the
the
rankings
longer
for
hair
me.
better for sure.
I would always love to. If I really thought about doing like the middle part, I don't think I would look good with that. I think Travis pulls it off. I don't think I could do that.
And them two at that like random wedding in like Kentucky or something.
I know, and they got table 13. Did you see that?
What the frick? What the freaking
Oh my God.
freaking airball. Of course they did.
So I really like that. Portia's on it.
Yes, Nene Leakes was supposed to be on it, and Portia took her place, which love
That's
Portia.
insane.
But like Nene, I need you back on my screen, baby. Bad.
Colton Underwood,
which will be funny. Lisa Rinna. And she hasn't been on Housewives in a few years, so I have a feeling she's ready to like turn the heat all the way up to make sure she like stays on camera somehow.
Can't get the key. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen.
And Dorinda's back because she got voted off first last time, and she was pissed about it.
That would piss me the hell off. Trying not to like say fuck off, but like it would piss me off to get voted off that quickly.
Well, yeah, and she's also been put on pause for Housewives, so she was like, "This is my chance," and then she got kicked off first, so she was like fuming. So Dorinda, you better bring some entertainment, and you better make some allies to make sure they don't cut you off the first night again, which surely that won't happen again.
You think you would do well at Traitors?
No, because I'm horrible at Mafia.
Yeah.
Unless I was an innocent person.
Right. Yeah, if you're a traitor, I feel like you're not good at it.
Anytime we've ever played where I'm the traitor, I'm like...
She's like...
and my face turns really red. Like, always when I'm talking about something that I don't want to be talking about, my face turns really red. I need to go get, like, Botox or something, like, all over.
We need to do... I think it'd be... Botox all over.
Something that makes that not happen, because the blood rushes up.
I'd love to do... we should do a lie detector test on this. I don't know what questions I'd feel comfortable with them liking.
I wanted to do lie detector for my 8K.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
I'm scared. Are you gonna pre-submit the questions?
Maybe we'll have viewer submitted questions. But for my YouTube 8K, because we shouldn't be drinking for that. I think it would be funny and entertaining. And anyway, so that's a little sneak preview for what we're thinking for 8K.
Also, wanted to shout out. I think we're almost at 6K on the YouTube channel,
and we are on Instagram. Yes,
last week we were celebrating 5K, which is really like kind of this week. But I wasn't going to say it, but we're filming a little bit early. I mean, we've got a bunch of fun things coming up in the docket. So we wanted to kind of get our ducks in the row. But if we are at 6K by this point, I mean, thank you dearly. That is just really pretty.
YouTube, yes.
On YouTube,
and thank you for 6K on Instagram. I mean, y'all, the milestones keep coming, but don't think that we are taking any of them for granted, because we're so thankful, like truly, for every single one of y'all that's either listening or watching and or both.
Liz or wah. We
love you both, and all the same, and thanks. Next, let's get ready for
let's talk about it. Word of the week, and also phrase of the phase. Phrase of the phase,
which I think is cute.
I think that's really cute too.
But it's hard to say.
It's definitely a titty twister.
Please do not say that.
Channing.
Okay, go ahead and start us off with your.
Okay,
of the phase
so
for this week.
I had a couple in mind that I was interested in this week, but which I already said, like new look, which could definitely be like incorporated into your daily lingo of like when you're feeling fresh. Say for instance, you get a facial, you get your hair done, like new look, like asking their friends about like, oh, you have a new look. It's not my word of the week this week. That's not my word of the week.
We haven't done that on here, but we've talked about that a pretty good bit before.
We've talked about it pretty good bit in depth and detail on social media and all the platforms and stuff like that. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to say my phrase of the phase is going to be, do what now for me now? So ask me a question.
Did you get a facial today?
Do what now for me now?
Are you wearing your glasses
today? Do what now for me now?
Did you have a good day?
Do what now for me now?
Are you wearing your dark red rugby?
Oh, cool. So you can kind of really use that in which you need to,
do what now for me now?
Maybe if you don't want to answer the question.
Or just to confuse people, kind of throw them off.
It very much confuses people. If you don't want to do something, if you are wanting to confuse someone, if you may have met someone new, in a club or bar atmosphere or bar bistro, shit like that.
I think people are often like, do what?
Do what?
Such as like, what'd you say? So we added do what now, and then we added do what now for me, and then we added do what now for me now. So it's elongated. Do what now for me now?
Do what now for me now? It's so pretty. I think you'll really like
I'm
using
rolls
that.
off. Yeah. Do what now for me now?
If you don't understand words or anything like that, do what now for me now? And then as quick as you can possibly say it, you can start off slow.
And you can mumble it too. Do what now for me now?
For me now?
Yeah, and cut some words out of it. Do what now for me? Like censor. Do what now for me now?
Makes much more sense. I mean, enough about me. Let's get into
Oh, please. I loved that one.
Let's talk about you. Because
No.
I want to talk about the gorgeous lady in her fresh glam. I want to hear what she's got on her mind. It's very important to hear what the lady wants to speak on. And so I want to hear your phrase of the face.
Singular damn about
I want to hear your phrase of the face.
Or my phrase of the phrase. We are all here for Clifton and Clifton only. Mr. Hollywood. But let's not get back into that this week.
Tanning. Let's get to it.
Okay, so mine is not necessarily a word or a phrase, actually, Tristan. It is going to be more of a supplement to any word or phrase that you say. Mm-hmm. Do you think you know what I'm going to say?
I don't.
Okay.
There's so many words that it could be and so many different things.
It's not a word or a phrase. So this is just this is a brief throw in. I know I've said it before. This is not me talking about my job, but I am a speech therapist. So I give some visual cues sometimes to words or sounds that I'm like working on with students. So like P, B, and M sounds. You go like this because it's a
Brett.
Yeah. So that's what it is. Like, and then T and D, your tongue comes up. So like T, duh, or like K and G. Or from back here in the throat, so it'll touch right here. So I've started saying at Coachella, someone was like, "Oh, Tony's over there," and I was like, "Who?" We thought they said Tony, and I was like, "Oh no, he said Toby," so I did that cue because it was so loud there. I was like, "No, he said Toby," and Brett was like, "What, Toby?" So then I started saying Brett. So like Adagiana's, and then I just started adding a bunch of stuff to it. So like.
We learn something new every single day.
Do what now for me now? And then you just start making random motions as well. But that's kind of the crux of it, like PBMKGLT.
You are so talented. I hope you know that.
I'm just saying, so it's like Tristan.
Have you taught any of your children that?
A lot of them when they're working on like T and D, I'm like, where's your tongue? Or if it's like KG, I'm touch your throat. Like you don't even think about it, but that comes from back here, K and G. T and D, your tongue comes up to the roof of your mouth. But then I obviously add a bunch more stuff to it, especially if I'm drinking. I'm not saying.
I was going to say, I thought you were going to do or all done.
Well, we like that too. You want more or all done?
I love this. More or all done.
So again, this is an educational podcast.
I totally
I can't
agree.
Stress that enough. But yeah, try it with your name. See what y'all think about it. Like CH doesn't have one, but I'll just go like Channing.
You do the same one every time.
I had all these waves
but it
on my
still
hands
is the same one.
Are not real. There's only like a
Channing. Channing. I freaking love it.
That is fake. But yeah, there's about 10% truth to any of that I do for y'all.
I love that.
But we've been doing a lot at the bars and stuff.
More all done. But
I really like how it started with, Tony's. Tony? No. He's talking about Toby.
B.
That got the job done. Then we knew who he was talking about.
Exactly.
So it works. Your glasses aren't fogging up, are they?
They kind of are. I'm so sweaty all the time in this studio specifically
and I'm drinking
during the daytime.
800 glasses of water in here. What are we going to do?
My water.
What are we going to do?
I don't know.
The summer months in
Alex
here.
is going to have to bring a large AC, or we're going to have to figure out how to pipe this room with AC, or you are going to have to deal with some light fan brown noise within
in the background. Something's got to give. Because I'm even in a tank top and I'm still hot.
Yeah. Imagine this is terrible.
All right. Well, let's do the prank calls.
Okay.
Are you ready? So Tristan picked out the prank calls today. I don't know them, so I'm ready for them.
So let's get into the prank calls today. There's a bunch of fun ones. A lot of these are like what we told y'all about the getting people who do not listen to the podcast, which I think is for the best. Otherwise, we're going to have, some definitely problems.
Definitely problems.
Okay.
Which one will we be starting with?
You'll find out.
Very cool.
Okay. Prank call my mom, runaway boat. Hi, y'all, and good morning, good afternoon, or night. But I know y'all are filming this so last minute.
We're not this time.
Gotcha.
Who submitted this?
Sorry. This is Megan S.
Hi, Megan S.
And so, yeah, it's probably night. Anyways, I wanted to submit my mom for your prank call shenanigans. She is a realtor, so she is on her phone 24/7. And I was thinking my mom is very involved. Since my mom is very involved in helping my stepdad stepdad repair his crapshoot of a boat. It basically just floats on the dock 95% of the year. I think it would be funny if you told her you either were a part of the marina, Whiskey Island Marina, downtown Cleveland, and the boat has floated away, or you can up the game and say the boat has floated all the way to the Welcome to the Farm, which is a dive bar far away from the marina.
Okay.
I like that. Take whatever alternative routes your creativity leads to. Follow your heart, baby. You are safe.
Thank
Her
you.
name is Nellie Toby.
Toby, that's a godwink. That's a godwink. Seriously.
Married to David Clifford. I mean, wow. And her number redacted.
This is meant to be.
Thanks so much. In addition to, and as well as, thank you. And then she did send a picture of the boat.
Let me see the boat because I want to see what colors it is.
Let me find the boat. Oh, it's a gorgeous, stunning boat.
Oh my God.
From Dave Clifford. Here's the boat. It's so pretty. I think y'all would love it.
I'm kind of not over the coincidences in this
I never am.
setup. Like, this is meant to be. Okay.
Okay. So
do you want me to talk to this person or you want to do it?
What are you thinking? I don't
know
really
the second one that we're doing. So, decker boat.
It's a double-decker boat. It almost looks like someone could stand on top of it and steer it. It's got primarily that cream and white colors, but it does have some accent colors.
It does have some of those darker accent colors.
Yeah.
All right. So, you got the number?
Yeah.
And it's floated all the way to Welcome to the Farm. Are you doing Zach or Trish?
I don't know.
Why don't you do Clifton's today? Do Clifton's today.
Hi.
Please talk like that. Please talk like that. Come on. Let's do one more.
Hello, this is Nellie. Thank you so much and have a great day.
Hi, Nellie. This is Tom from over on, by the marina. Your boat has actually completely crashed into one of the neighboring bars. Welcome to the farm. And we have a problem. Other people cannot. It is completely wrecked other boats. Other people cannot park their boats, and we are needing to. It's about a white cream colored boat. It's a white cream colored boat with some accent pieces. Could be red, could be navy. It's hard to identify in the water. It's currently synced. It's submerged into the water. It almost looks like, I think that we're going to need to do something about it. And it's plowed into other boats. And I think you really need to come and grab it. Please call me as soon as possible. I really can't stress it enough, ma'am. This is a huge issue. I found your contact in the bottom of the boat. I tried to grab as much personal items as I could. The only thing I found is your business card. Please call me as soon as possible. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it, Nellie. All right, I'll talk to you soon, baby.
That was good.
I got nervous.
You did really good.
You think?
Yeah, I tried to help you, but not too much.
Yeah, thank you. I think that was great. This one I think you will really like, as you are a coal miner princess. Please prank my coal miner husband.
I love that.
This is from Abby W.
Okay.
First off, I want to say I freaking love y'all to death and Hell in a Handbasket. You completely made me LOL. Thank you so much. Love you, love you, love you. Furthermore, my name is Abby from Bismarck, North Dakota. First person from North Dakota I think I've ever met, by the way.
Me too.
I would love if you prank call my husband Noah, who is the sole geologist, rocks and shit like that, at a coal company called B&I Coal. They only sell the coal to power plants. But I think it'd be funny if you asked him if you could buy some of the coal to heat the new Adagiana's Lake Sakawai. Lake Sakawai?
I don't know. I'll just say
Lake S.
Like
Location. This is the lake near the mine that all the rich people have cabins on. He is in charge of coal quality, and you could say you talked with the boys at Mid-Coda, which is a power plant, and heard his coal was the best, was shit-ass coal, and want to buy it off of him.
Okay.
Interesting. I would love if you could use the term rare earth minerals, because he's always saying that shit, and I completely don't have a clue what it means.
Perfect.
Noah loves to hunt, so another idea if you pretend to be a landowner. I think we go coal miner.
Okay, so his name is?
You can tell him you got his number from Cooper, Dave, or Lane.
Okay.
Maybe.
Got your number from Cooper?
So this is Noah. B&I Coal.
B&I Coal.
Lake S.
Lake S. Adagiana's over at Lake S.
Mm-hmm. And you want to buy his coal.
What was the mineral thing called?
Rare earth minerals.
Okay. Okay, unless you pick a different one. If he doesn't answer. Here we go again.
Yeah.
Noah?
Yeah, what's up?
Hi, is this Noah from B&I Coal?
Yeah. How's it going?
Hi, I'm good. How are you doing tonight?
Pretty good. Who is this?
Hi, this is Danielle, and I got your number from Cooper, and I was calling to inquire about maybe trying to purchase some rare earth mineral coal from you.
Okay.
And I was just seeing if you could kind of give me some background on kind of, what you guys normally sell. I can get into the full details in a minute, but I'm just looking to basically kind of get some of those earth mineral coals over at my new pop-up. It's in Daziano's location over at Lake S, and I wanted to see if you could maybe help me out with that, as we need that for the new fire pit. Does that make sense?
And to power the whole facility.
Yeah, it's going to be able to power the facility.
Yeah, right. So, like, how much coal are you looking to buy?
What are the quantity options, Noah?
I mean, so currently we don't. We're working with someone to kind of develop rare earth.
About how long would that take, Noah?
Next Friday.
Well, it's an ongoing project. I think it's scheduled for the next 3 or 4 years.
What?
Right now, currently, we sell our it's an ongoing.
Okay, Noah.
I can't talk much about it because what's up.
What do you have available right now? Because I mean, my restaurant is actually opening next week, and I need like.
Restaurant. So, are you looking rare earth elements for your restaurant?
100%.
All natural.
It's all completely natural. Is that something that you would not recommend, or is that not something that would be abiding by the?
I'm just not understanding.
What questions do you have for me?
You're the pro.
I called you. Hey, Noah, I called you because you're the pro, buddy. Come on, what we got? Let's go work with me just a little bit. What would you recommend?
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
We don't sell rare earth elements.
Yay. Okay, well, can you give me the specifics on what you could sell to me today?
I'm not the
We could
professional.
sell you some coal.
I'm not the professional here, Noah. That's why I called you.
We sell 15,000 tons of coal
Okay.
at the power plant every day.
Okay,
So,
and
I'm not sure.
That's
What's
amazing.
what would be available for you to sell to me today?
And about how much?
And about how much? Like, let's talk rates. Let's talk rates.
Well,
Monday.
so we do wholesale. So we're a mine mouth coal mine.
Okay.
So we sell to the power plant for agreed upon.
I know.
rate, and
Okay,
then
I know, but not.
We also hold on. We also sell to this company called Center Coal, and then they sell coal for $50 a ton. So if you were gonna buy a small amount, that's probably who you would have to go through, and I can get you in touch with them.
Okay, I just want to do it through you directly.
I don't think I can do that because I'm the geologist.
Okay.
I work on our elements project.
I realize that.
So I don't sell coal specifically.
I know that.
Help our mine produce it.
I'm
So
aware.
I don't think we're in a position to actually.
Okay, well, listen up, Noah. I'm in a pretty bad bind right now. I mean, I don't have time to kind of go do the back and forth. So what can you kind of hit me with for today?
I got you, but I'm also still not. You just want to buy coal. Like, are you firing your grills with this? What is your?
Bunch of shit.
A whole bunch of shit. But yes, the grills and a whole bunch of other shit I can't mention over the phone. So it's really none of your business what I'm using it for. I just need the coal.
Okay.
Excuse me?
I said okay.
Okay. The
Are
point,
you based out of Bismarck?
in a way, moderately, this is a pop-up. So all we need I said that already. And we just really need to do a little bit of coal, and then I'm going to take it from there, Noah.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Like right now?
You think?
Well, tonight. It's.
I
8:30
don't
on
know why you're
Friday.
chuckling. I don't know why you're yeah, I know. But you answered the phone, so clearly you're available.
I'm drinking with my buddies at a bar in a random
What
number call.
the hell? Cooper gave me your number.
Huh?
Cooper gave me your number and said you could make this happen tonight, champ.
Yeah, he might have overpromised, and I can't.
You're the man for the job.
I
Okay.
can't just set you up to buy. a
Well,
couple
you
tons
said
of
you were the
coal
man
right
for the
now.
job. I'm not sure. It kind of seems like you're chuckling a little bit. I don't know if there's a reason you're not taking this seriously, but I'm ready to go ahead and make
Because because
Take Venmo.
first of all, I'm not a salesman. I'm a geologist.
Do you take
Second
Venmo?
of all,
Do you take
I don't
Venmo?
understand-
You take Venmo, Cash App, or Zelle? Venmo, Cash App, or
No,
Zelle?
I don't do that.
Okay, I'll send you a check, Noah. Not a
Yeah,
problem.
I also can't take a check
I can
because it's
come.
through BNI. I'm not producing this whole person.
Can I ask you something, Noah? What bar are you guys at? I can come meet you now. I got cash. I got briefcases of cash. Yeah,
this
what
mine
bar?
is 40 miles away.
That's fine. What
We're
bar?
I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
You have to bring a trailer up to them.
Okay. I'll just close down my restaurant. Never mind. I've been working on this for years.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but like I don't.
Oh no, I'll just.
You're not super forthcoming about what you need, and
Neither are you, buddy.
I told you exactly what I can do, man. I can tell you how deep the coal is. I can tell you how much coal we sell. And I can tell you
Okay,
to buy it.
I'll just shut down my
I'm
restaurant.
buy it from Visit BNI. We sell coal to Center Coal.
I'll just shut down my restaurant.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're fine. I hope you enjoy the night with your buddies.
All right.
Very cool. I went on for 18 minutes. Oh, God.
He was so sweet.
Not really.
I mean, he was giving attitude, but he was sweet. Like,
Not
in terms
really.
of, he was just a geologist.
Oh, God.
I want to see how long that did last. It was about 5 minutes, but you could hear he was at a bar in the beginning.
Yeah,
of
he
it.
did. He must have stepped outside to take it. So thanks, Noah. Sorry, I was
Thank
being.
you,
That was the
Noah.
first prank call where I was being kind of mean.
It's okay. You need to get the job done.
I know, I
Your
need-
restaurant's opening Monday.
Shut down my restaurant.
I'm gonna
then.
shut down my restaurant.
I'll just shut down
so.
the restaurant that I've been working on for years. So.
Did I wait to get coal for the last minute? Yeah, 100%. But like,
I'm not being forthcoming with what I need. Neither are you, by the way.
I'm gonna say something. You aren't either.
In 3 years to get the natural earth kind, whatever it was called.
Not doing that.
I'm not waiting that long.
We need it today.
Right now, what bar
I
are
will
you
come
at?
to the bar.
What bar are you at? And why wouldn't you tell me what bar he was at either? That's kind of like sketchy. Like
Yeah.
very suspicious. Okay, great. Well, I think that's enough on the prank calls. Like we mentioned, y'all, next time you see us, it's going to be episode 12.
It's really, really crazy. I cannot believe, y'all, we are almost to 20,000 weekly listeners.
Wow, that's incredible.
We started off zilch, 0, and in 12 episodes, we have completely freaking gone virus. And
Viral.
it's so cool to see.
It's so sweet. Thank y'all so much for the support. It also doesn't feel like we've been coming in here and sitting in here for 11 weeks. That's crazy.
That's nuts. It seems like
we
a bare
just
minimum
started.
2.
Right. So thank y'all for participating with us and enjoying and engaging and responding and listening to our absolute insane fat asses speak. We really appreciate it, and we're grateful we can kind of bring y'all like a little bit of a laugh and etc. and some education. So
Educational purposes and everything like that.
with that being said, like I said, we're going to be drinking for episode 12, so we're going to end it with a cheers tonight.
Yay!
I don't know what all Tristan's got in his fridge, but we're going to find something.
It's going to be a concoction of sorts. Sorry about it. This one is going out to all the caretakers out there.
We love y'all.
From all over the place. Wow, just wow. We can't wait to see y'all next week. It's going to be very gorgeous.
We have some surprises lined up, as well as the lineup that y'all have suggested that we have apparently brought up. So.
That we have apparently mentioned day by day or anything like that. I don't remember saying any of that.
No, but looking forward to seeing what comes out of next week. And thank y'all for being here for the journey that got us this far. We love y'all.
Cheers.
Chilled.
I don't typically drink. That was pretty good.
Woo.
Oh,
Chilled. Goes down like water.
Anyway, love y'all.
Thanks for listening. As always, like, comment, subscribe. What else do you want them to do? Rate.
Like, comment, subscribe. Submit your pranks. Remember, if you submit pranks,
Email
email us ntycpranks@gmail.com.
And if you want to be in the Facebook, answer the questions. I've declined if you haven't, so maybe you'll have another chance to submit. And in the meantime, let us know what y'all get into this week while we count down the days to episode 12.
Let us know how you are celebrating. We really want to hear it. I'm really struggling to speak this week.
Probably because you're so hot.
I know, literally.
But your skin looks great.
Thank you. I love y'all so much.
Have a great day.
Bye.